I love that too. You know what? I hate that. No, don't hate me on. Now, it's interesting. We've been all over the country. And you know what? We've been all over the world, this band. And you know what? Everybody knows UCLA. Okay. You started that. Now we have a great tradition. We end this rally with our famous cheer, the SoCal spell out. And we have a guest yell leader. He's the oldest yell leader I know. The executive producer of the TV show Cagney and Lacey. Would you welcome Barney Rosenzweig?
Good evening. This is very personal. Personal to me. Sentimental to me. 54 years ago tonight was the first time I stood here in this place in front of a crowd like the crowd tonight as a 20-year-old senior and led this crowd in the Southern California spell out. 54 years ago, like tonight, there were no undergraduates at USC that had ever seen a victory over Stanford. It ended the next day. Now I'll share with you a little thing that we did. I told everybody that those days, you know, it's hard to believe, I know, but Stanford was even more arrogant then than they are now. It's true. I know it sounds like hyperbole. It's true. Very arrogant. And they were larger, bigger stadium, bigger following. And I told everybody, you know, tomorrow, at the beginning of the game, the Stanford band and the Stanford alumni and the Stanford student body are all going to stand up at the beginning of the game and they're going to sing their alma mater. Very impressive. I said, but don't you have to understand something. The reason they're doing it at the beginning of the game is because at the end of the game, there would be nobody left over there to do it. And so when everybody at Stanford stood up to sing their alma mater, instead of being awestruck, we laughed. Everybody laughed. By the end of the third quarter, there were no Stanford Rooters left in the stadium. They were then the Stanford Indians, and the Indian quit that day. That's why they're now trees. They figure the tree can't quit. He's anonymous. That streak ended 54 years ago. It ends again tomorrow. And the genesis of that ending begins tonight. It begins here, it begins with you, it begins with the Southern California spell out. You know all about this because you do it all the time at the games. We don't do it that way here. We don't do it all fast and hip like the kids do it. We do it with pride, with enunciation, with attitude. Attitude, lots of attitude. As you probably figured out, it begins, in terms of the alphabet, with the letter S. It's a significant letter because we don't want it to sound like Stanford, you know. It's an S like in Southern, and you got to get it. Here's the deal. Berkeley's over there. We'll deal with them next week. Stanford's over there. You're facing over here. That's cool, because you're going to do it so well and so loud that it's going to know the letters are going to bounce off of that building, bounce over there, and they will hear it even louder. Okay? But you got to do it right. You got to stand up tall. You got to give me all you got. Enunciate clearly, because if you don't, I'll stop you, and then everyone will think you stutter. As we do it again. So here we go. A big letter S. Let me hear it. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's hear the O. Better. Now a U. And a T. Now, 4 letters in rapid succession. H-E-R-N. Here we go. Okay. You're halfway there. Don't get overconfident. It's a C next. A big C. Let me hear it. C. And an A. And an L. And an I. Now this gets complicated. F-O-R-N-I-A in rapid succession. Here we go. Beautiful. Now, for the benefit of those at Berkeley who only have a public school education, we tell them what we just spelled. The first word is Southern. Let me hear it. Now, we do this next part in honor of our partner. It's a little musical. California. Okay, here we go. California. Thank you very much.